Hello, welcome to Summit 1, Unit 1, New Perspectives. In this unit, we are going to work with verb plus infinitive or gerund. We are going to work on how to use the verbs with gerund or infinitive. In this case, the verbs remember, forget, and stop can be used plus infinitive or plus gerund. Either way, here we are. So now let's check. Whenever we use remember plus infinitive, we are talking about that we have to remember to do something. As an example, don't forget to lock the door before you leave. You have to remember to do it. Whenever we use remember plus the verb in gerund, then we are talking about remember something that happened in the past. As an example, I remember locking the door. I remember now. I locked the door earlier. I remember I did it. Okay, now let's go to the next verb. Here we go. Whenever we talk about forget, it's something similar to what we did with remember. Forget plus infinitive means that we have to forget to do something or that we forget to do something. As an example, my brother always forgets to call me in my birthday. That is something that he usually does. Forget plus gerund is whenever we use forget plus gerund, we refer that we forgot something that happened in the past. For example, I'll never forget seeing the ocean for the first time. It is something that happened in the past and I don't forget it ever. Okay. Whenever we talk about stop plus infinitive, we are talking about something that we have to stop to do in order to do something. For example, my sister usually stops to buy candies on her way back home from school. It means that she was coming in her commute and she stopped that action to buy candies. She always does that, usually. Whenever we use stop plus gerund, it means that we are going to stop an ongoing action. For example, you should stop eating candy because it will damage your teeth. It means don't do it anymore. Okay, all right, now let's go to some exercises. Here, we are going to consider number 1. Gerund or infinity after forget, remember, and stop. Gap fill exercise. Number 1. You left the lights on all night. Don't forget to switch or switching them off when you go to bed. All right, pretty good. Here we have to use to switch. Okay, to switch them off because we are referring to something that we have to remember. We don't have to forget. Number 2, I'll never forget cross the channel for the first time. Is this something in the present that we don't have to forget, or it is something in the past? If we say for the first time, of course, it is in the past. So, okay, here our answer is crossing. I'll never forget crossing the channel for the first time. Number 3, I'll always remember fly for the first time. What do you think? Is it I'll always remember to fly or flying? Of course, yes. It is something in the past, so I am using the gerund. Number 4, don't forget, take your raincoat. It hasn't stopped raining all day. Is this a to-do or this is in the past? Yes, you're right. It is a to-do. So we say, don't forget to take your raincoat. It hasn't stopped raining all day. Next, number 5. Oh dear, I didn't remember buy or buying the tickets. Didn't. We are talking about in the past. So we are going to use the gerund. I didn't remember buying the tickets. Number 6. Don't forget buying or to buy some milk when you go to the supermarket. Is this in the past or is it is a to-do? Yes, you're right. It is a to-do. So don't forget to buy. Okay, so next. You mustn't forget to go or going to the doctors today. Yes, you're right. It's a to-do. So you mustn't forget to go to the doctors. Number 8. I remember shut the door when I left. I remember shooting or to shoot. Yes, you're right. When I left refers something in the past. So we say shooting. Gerund. Excellent. Number 9. Did you remember shut the door when you left? Yes, you're right. We are using the auxiliary did, so it is mandatory in past. So we should use gerund again. And finally, I can't listen to you anymore. Please stop. What do you mean? Remember that stop has a different use when you use it into the infinitive or with gerund. In this case, I can't listen to you anymore. Please stop. Stop to talk or stop talking. Pretty good. Stop talking. It means don't talk anymore, please, no. All right, pretty good. Now let's go to the next page. Okay, give me a moment. All right, let's go. Conversation strategies. The word actually means in fact and is used to point out something that was unexpected. Example, are you American? Actually, I'm Australian. We use I wonder when you ask yourself a question in your mind. Example, I wonder what time it is. You know is used to check with our listeners what we share the same knowledge. When we use you know, we assume that the listener or listeners do have the knowledge that we want them to have. Example, well, what can I say? You know, I want my career to go far. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening. I hope that this video has been useful for you. If you need more explanation, if you have more doubts, please contact your monitor or your facilitator. Thank you for watching.